150 million people are reportedly planning to shop this holiday weekend, so we're going to go live to the Somerset Mall in Michigan next, talk about what malls are doing to drive traffic to the stores and away from online competitors like Amazon. According to the National Retail Federation, an estimated 164 million shoppers, that's like half the population, expected over this Thanksgiving weekend. Now, as e-commerce continues to become the preferred method of shopping for consumers, discount retailers like Walmart looking for ways to get those shoppers back in stores. What about luxury retail, though?
Yeah, luxury mall owner, the Forbes company, manages properties in Michigan and in Florida. They have a new one there. Nate Forbes is president of the Forbes company. He joins us with his outlook. Of course, he's a minority owner of the Cavs. I don't know if we'll get to the Kyrie Irving trade or not. He probably doesn't want to talk about that. Ms. Forbes, welcome. Thanks for joining us. What about luxury retail? You know, we keep harping on the price-conscious consumer out there, but you guys with the luxury malls, you're not doing too badly right now, are you?
No, I think the luxury retail right now is holding its own very well. And the thing for us is to create unique experiences with our consumers. In the case here in Detroit, in the Somerset collection, 40% of our stores are exclusive to the entire region, and a lot of them being in the luxury area.
So the interesting thing is how these malls are adapting to changing consumer behavior. It's often the higher-end consumers who are some of the first to, kind of take up those different options, and it's not just online. A lot of people want experiences these days. It's all you ever seem to hear about. How is it changing your malls?
You know what, we really look at these things as community projects today, and we want to become a community gathering place. And we've initiated a lot of different strategies to do that. We have a mobile brand strategy. We have pop-up shops all around metropolitan Detroit. We're going into some of the upscale hotels and office buildings. And in Cadillac Square in downtown Detroit, we're taking our retailers to the streets and trying to make it frictionless for the consumer as to how they buy their goods.
Does location matter? I know I sound naive asking that, but could you put any of your malls in a number of places and have the same kind of success, or do you specifically choose the sites because that is where you're likely to find the most shoppers for your high-end experience?
I think it's a combination of things. Obviously, you have to have great real estate in great locations that's highly accessible to the entire trade areas that these shopping centers serve. But the second part of that is creating that environment for the consumer. Best in class in all retail categories, a great environment for the customer, great customer service, and great food and dining options for the customer to kind of pick up additional shopping trips. And today, that's found in many forms, whether it's health clubs or markets or great sit-down restaurants and lounges and things that enhance the consumer experience.
So you're not afraid to go that route, and you're not trying to just stick with traditional stores, right? And does that include experimenting with pop-up stores in your malls and all of those different concepts as well?
Yes, we're doing a couple pop-up shops this holiday season here at Somerset. We have Del Toro Shoe Store. We have a Bally shop that's a pop-up shop here. And a lot of this leads to curating for additional concepts that might want to open pop-up over the holiday, prove their business model, and that leads into long-term leases over time in some of our shopping centers. But we run at a very high occupancy in all of our malls, and we are finding that the luxury shopping centers today are real destinations and really holding their own in a very concentrated retail business.
How much are you affected by the shift to online?
I think everybody's affected at some point along the line. I mean, you look at Amazon Prime, they have almost 70 million members doing $160 billion of revenue, Amazon is. So we have to be different. We're affected a little bit. We try to stay best in class in all retail categories, focusing on the luxury, which gives us a point of difference in the markets that we serve. So we have found us to separate ourselves a little bit from the commodity nature of the shopping industry today.
Real quickly before we go, and when's the next time you guys would build a shopping mall? Is your portfolio done for now?
Well, we're working on a development in downtown Miami as part of Miami World Center. We're doing all the retail, 350,000 square feet of retail leasing on the ground floor of a multi-tenanted mixed-use project in downtown Miami. So we're working on a few things that aren't your typical anchor department store type of situations. So the retail evolution is changing. We need to change with it, and we'll be very opportunistic as we look forward into what we put our time and energy to.
All right. Ms. Forbes, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Nate Forbes, the president of the Forbes Company, joining us from Michigan today. Thanks.